Gabon is a country located in Central Africa, bordered by Equatorial Guinea to the northwest, Cameroon to the north, the Republic of the Congo to the east, and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. Its official name is the Gabonese Republic and its capital city is Libreville. Gabon covers an area of approximately 270,000 square kilometers and has a population of around 2.2 million people. The official language is French, but there are several other indigenous languages spoken in the country. The majority of the population practices Christianity, with a significant minority following traditional African religions. Gabon's economy is heavily reliant on its abundant natural resources, including oil, timber, and minerals. Oil production accounts for around 80% of Gabon's export revenue, making it a major player in the global energy market. However, the country has made efforts in recent years to diversify its economy by investing in other sectors such as agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing. Gabon is known for its rich biodiversity, with over 13,000 species of plants and animals found in the country's rainforests. The country is home to several national parks and protected areas, including Loango National Park, Ivindo National Park, and Lope National Park. These areas are popular tourist destinations for visitors interested in ecotourism and wildlife watching. Gabon gained independence from France in 1960 and has since been led by a series of authoritarian governments. The country has struggled with corruption, political instability, and economic inequality, despite its wealth of natural resources. In recent years, there have been some signs of progress, including greater political freedom and a push for more sustainable economic development. Overall, Gabon is a country with a unique cultural heritage, abundant natural resources, and significant challenges to overcome. Geography. Gabon is located on the equator and is mostly covered by rainforests. It has a long coastline on the Atlantic Ocean and is crossed by several rivers, including the Ogowe, which is the country's main river. The highest point in Gabon is Mont Ibanchi, which is 1,575 meters, 5,167 feet, above sea level. Climate. Gabon has a tropical climate with high temperatures and humidity throughout the year. The average temperature is around 26 degrees Celsius, 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and there are two main seasons, a dry season from May to September, and a wet season from October to April. The country is also prone to tropical storms and hurricanes, especially during the wet season. Culture. Gabon has a rich cultural heritage, with a diverse mix of ethnic groups and traditions. Some of the country's most famous cultural events include the Bwiti initiation ceremony, which is a religious rite of passage for young men, and the Mbit dance, which is performed by the Fang people. Gabon is also known for its art, including traditional wooden sculptures and masks. Politics. Gabon is a presidential republic with a strong executive branch. The president is both the head of state and the head of government, and has significant powers over the country's political and economic affairs. There have been several instances of disputed elections and political violence in Gabon in recent years, but there have also been some efforts to promote greater political freedom and democracy. Languages. The official language of Gabon is French, which is spoken by most educated Gabonese. However, there are also several indigenous languages spoken in the country, including Fang, Mayan, and Baik. English is not widely spoken in Gabon, but some Gabonese may speak it as a second language. Religion. Christianity is the dominant religion in Gabon, with around 75% of the population practicing some form of Christianity. The Catholic Church is the largest Christian denomination in the country, followed by various Protestant denominations. Traditional African religions are also practiced by some Gabonese, especially in rural areas. Currency. The currency of Gabon is the Central African CFA franc, XAF, which is also used by several other countries in the region. The exchange rate is fixed to the euro, which means that the value of the franc is tied to the euro. Education. Gabon has made significant investments in education in recent years, with the goal of increasing the literacy rate and improving the quality of education. However, there are still significant disparities in access to education, especially in rural areas. The country has several universities and colleges, including the Omar Bongo University in Libreville. Healthcare. Gabon has a mixed healthcare system, with both public and private healthcare providers. The country has made significant progress in reducing infant mortality rates and improving access to healthcare in recent years. However, there are still significant challenges, including a shortage of healthcare workers and limited access to healthcare in rural areas. Transportation. Gabon has a relatively small road network, but it is well maintained and connects the major cities and towns in the country. The country also has several airports, including the Libreville International Airport, which is the largest airport in the country. There is no railway system in Gabon, but there are plans to build a new railway line connecting Gabon to neighboring countries. Tourism. Gabon has significant potential for tourism, with its rich biodiversity, cultural heritage, and natural attractions. However, the country is still relatively unknown as a tourist destination and has limited infrastructure to support tourism. Some of the popular tourist destinations in Gabon include the beaches of Point Denis, the wildlife of Loango National Park, and the cultural heritage of the Fang people. Food. Gabonese cuisine is diverse and influenced by a mix of African and French culinary traditions. Some of the popular dishes in Gabon include ndole, which is a stew made with nuts, grains, and meat or fish, and poulet nyambwe, which is a chicken stew made with palm oil and spices. The country is also known for its fruits, including mangoes, papayas, and pineapples. Economy. Gabon has a relatively small and open economy that is heavily dependent on oil exports. The country is the fourth largest oil producer in sub-Saharan Africa and has one of the highest per capita incomes in the region. However, the economy is vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices, and there are significant disparities in income and wealth distribution. The government has made efforts to diversify the economy and promote sustainable development, including investments in agriculture and tourism. Sports. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in Gabon, with a national football team that has competed in several international tournaments. The country also has a strong tradition of martial arts, including capoeira and kendo. Other popular sports in Gabon include basketball, handball, and volleyball. Wildlife. Gabon is known for its rich biodiversity and is home to a diverse range of wildlife, including gorillas, chimpanzees, elephants, and hippos. The country has several national parks and nature reserves, including Loango National Park, which is known for its pristine beaches and wildlife sightings. Gabon is also a signatory to the Congo Basin Forest Partnership, which aims to promote sustainable management of the Congo Basin rainforest. Media. Gabon has a relatively free and diverse media landscape, with several private newspapers, radio stations, and television channels. However, there have been some instances of government censorship and restrictions on press freedom. The country has also made efforts to promote digital literacy and internet access, with the goal of increasing internet penetration and promoting online innovation. Celebrations. Gabonese people celebrate several cultural and religious festivals throughout the year. One of the most important festivals is the New Year's Day celebration, which involves traditional music and dance performances. Other popular celebrations include the Independence Day, August 17th, which marks the country's independence from France, and the Assumption of Mary, August 15th, which is a Catholic holiday that is celebrated across the country. Languages. The official language of Gabon is French, which is widely spoken and used in government, business, and education. However, there are also several other languages spoken in the country, including Fang, Mayan, and Baik. Many Gabonese people also speak a local dialect of French called Gabonese French, which has unique vocabulary and pronunciation. Religion. Gabon is a predominantly Christian country, with about two-thirds of the population belonging to the Roman Catholic Church and other Christian denominations. There is also a significant Muslim minority, as well as followers of traditional African religions. Religious tolerance is generally high in Gabon, and people of different faiths often participate in each other's religious ceremonies. Culture. Gabonese culture is diverse and reflects the country's history and geography. The country has a rich tradition of music, dance, and storytelling, with many different styles and genres. Traditional Gabonese music often features percussion instruments and call-and-response vocals, and is frequently performed at ceremonies and celebrations. Gabonese art is also renowned for its wood carvings and masks, which are used in traditional ceremonies and rituals. Politics. Gabon is a presidential republic with a multi-party system. The president is both the head of state and the head of government, and is elected to a 5-year term. The country has a bicameral parliament, consisting of a National Assembly and a Senate. However, The political system in Gabon has been criticized for its lack of transparency, corruption, and human rights abuses. International relations. Gabon is a member of several international organizations, including the United Nations, the African Union, and the Economic Community of Central African States. The country has also been involved in several peacekeeping missions in other African countries. Gabon maintains diplomatic relations with many countries around the world, and has particularly close ties with France, its former colonial power.